Hi, I'm Yadira from Club de las Diosas, and today we are going to be answering all the questions that you might have regarding Canva and the terms and conditions. As you know, they continue to change throughout the years, more and more so. People like you and I continue to tap into this amazing world that they have created for us to be able to do social media content, create books, presentations, and so forth. Canva can do so much more. But before we go further, before we start creating our things, we gotta make sure that we understand how to how to use these things in order to be able to create what we need to do. So I'm gonna go into on the home screen, and as you can see, there's a button called Learn in here. We're gonna go ahead and click on Help, and then we are going to type licensing. Again, this is the latest and greatest information regarding how to use their license for commercial purposes. I had a very lengthy conversation with them regarding this because I truly wanted to understand how to use it. It's very confusing. There's a lot of people going back and forth about this. So that today we're gonna debunk this, right? Let's go further into this. So essentially, there's two ways that you can utilize Canva, right? There is the free for users, right? In which the way that I started it. And then there's the pro content in which all the watermark stuff is gone away. So you're able to use that and you're able to remove that. Um, it's very, very easy to use. Like I said, in terms of the free content licenses, there's no cost. You're able to make a lot of the different designs, but be aware that whatever is free in there, it might come back to you. So keep that in mind as you're designing your own thing. Let's talk about what is allowed, okay? Simple. What is allowed is to sell your design on merchandise. They're very specific and they give examples like t-shirts, stickers, books, or digital products, right? Design and sell templates with free employee elements. Design and sell templates with free elements only. Share as a PDF, JPEGs, and PNGs. Create designs for clients, like I mentioned, social media advertising, presentations, and so forth. Okay, here's the tricky part, right? Resell Canva templates or stock elements as is. And again, we're going to go over a little bit further into what this means, right? And if you scroll down, you continue to see a lot of intricacies behind what this agreement is all about. So you really need to go through this with a fine comb. And if you are selling and creating, right, creating in here and then selling in other platforms like Amazon and in Barnes and Nobles and so forth, right, you need to understand what you need to do in order to make sure that you're good to go. So let's click real quick into section 5 of this licensing agreement, because this is where the juicy stuff is, okay? The basics, right? You need to agreement to the terms. You need to be able to understand what is that you have available for you, right? It tells you about the free content licenses, the pro content licenses, which is what I have and what I am able to use. But let's go a little bit further. This is what it gets really, really juicy, right? So, permitted uses of content on Canva, right? Except for pro music, right? What are we able to utilize it for? Again, advertisement, promotional products within the context of a private business that you're going to utilize it not to sell. Schools, projects, social media, so forth and so forth, right? Limitations. Limits on the use of pro content in online publications. It says on website published via the dedicated Canva website and in Canva hosted design and is embedded on a third party website. They made it very, very clear, right? It goes on and on and on about other things regarding Stranger Things, which is really interesting. I had no idea. The Walking Dead template, on and on and on about everything that is specific to the content. Let me give you, at the end of the day, let me give you a summary of what they mean about this opportunity to be able to do this, right? Again, the way that I explain it to me is, if I'm going to be utilizing my pro elements, right? I am able to use them for an Amazon book as long as everything that I have created is from scratch. Give you an example, and this is the exact example that I gave to them. Very basic. I am creating a coloring book. My theme is going to be dinosaurs. I go ahead and start creating the page with some lines, and I wanted to add some math elements to this because I wanted to be an activity book. And then I go into elements, and then I go into the graphics that are available in there under dinosaurs, right? I see one that is perfect for coloring. Perhaps it's black and white, perhaps it's color, but I'm able to manipulate. I am able to use those elements and then download as a PDF and sell on Amazon. Pretty simple, right? Basic. What I'm not able to do is if you go into some templates, right? There's a lot of templates that you will find available and here. That's what I'm not able to use, okay? Not even if you change it. Basically, a template is a template and you're only able to utilize it for the purpose of an internal business thing, right? So whether it's in a presentation, whether it's an invitation, something that is free, that you are not asking in exchange of dollars, right? Because you're not selling that information. It's a free template that you're able to utilize it in that sense. Does that make sense? Again, they continue to change their terms and conditions. You have to be very clear on how you're using this because guess what? Amazon is going back and dinging us for this kind of stuff. And if you don't know where these elements are coming from, guess what? You're not going to be able to sell. So I hope this information was very, very helpful for you. And I hope that you're able to come back to Canva and create those amazing pieces that you're able to then sell on the different platforms. And feel free to contact them. They're very, very approachable. They answer all my questions. I gave them examples of the exact same things that I wanted to accomplish utilizing Canva. And they were very transparent for me. So make sure that, before you start creating something, contact them to see if you're either borderline or what you're doing is approved, so that way in the long run you don't have any issues. So I hope this was helpful for you. We have a lot of different things that we will be talking about in the future, but if you have any specific comment or questions that you perhaps don't know the answer for, just leave it in the comments. Subscribe for more information, and again, I will hope to see you soon. Bye.